And I want to ask you, therapy with Hmong families, what's your experience been like? And can you share with us what therapy is to the Hmong community? Start off with that.
Well, my first experience with the Hmong family was kind of difficult because first they didn't know what therapy was, and they didn't like the idea of going out to talk to somebody who would be interested in all of their business. So that was very difficult because they would come out thinking that I was a teacher or a social worker who would provide them the things that they needed, and not necessarily talk through with them and have them talk about their issues and what's going on. So that was the difficult part, was having them come and talk and communicate between the family members about what their problem is and trying to resolve it. So that was one of my first experiences.
Okay. So you said something that I want to talk about too, going back to what therapy is, and I think I may have mentioned it at the beginning, but we as therapists or counselors, we don't hold the final answer or the ultimate answer to your problems.
No.
We help you figure out options and answers, but you make the final decision. And my experience working with a lot of Hmong families and parents especially is they come to me expecting me to fix their kid. Mm-hmm. It can be very difficult to do, and there's some ethical issues there too, of course, behind the scenes about doing what the parents want us to do for their kid, but it comes down to, we are not the one that's going to have a book with answers and say, oh, so your kid is naughty, and based on this book, here's what we do, and you should fix it. It's not as easy as that. Okay? It's a process. It takes time to change. And a lot of parents, Hmong parents, I'm not saying all Hmong parents, let me make that clear. A lot of traditional Hmong parents, they want quick fixes. They want to say, okay, I'm going to bring my child to you today, and you're going to have a session with them, and then they're supposed to change after they leave your office.
Mm-hmm. And that's common in our culture, because we have the system of elders, right? Mm-hmm. Did you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure.
It relates to therapy.
So therapy and traditional Hmong culture. Okay, first of all, I want to say therapy is a Western approach, to helping us with our mental health. Mm-hmm. In our community, the Hmong community, the closest thing to therapy, mental health therapy, that I can think about is two, actually. One is, Pewaneng, okay, for those that are still traditional. So we have depression or anxiety, something that's not right with our thinking. A shaman is supposed to go to the spirit world and fix that for us. Okay, that's one type of therapy. The other one is when we approach our elders because we have personal problems, relationship problems, family problems. And traditionally, when we seek elders for help, they help us, but they help us based on what they want us to do. Like they are the ones that have the
magic book with
the
all
magic,
the answers.
Exactly. So you guys don't get along. Well, guess what? Here's the answer to it. Go back home, okay, and things will be fine. They say that a lot. And maybe my body language or the way I'm talking about this might sound biased. It is biased because I don't believe in that stuff. But I also want to say that just because I don't believe in it doesn't mean that it's totally not good. I mean, if it works for you and you like that approach, go for it and keep at it. Yeah. If it's helping you move on in life, do it. But if it's not, then seek something else.
Therapy might be an option.
Therapy might be an option for me. That's just where I'm at. But I'm not trying to influence any of you to say drop that stuff. I've just been there before. I've went to elders for some of my problems, and the end results were not what I wanted. That's why I've shifted my thinking, and I'm more about therapy and consulting with colleagues who will understand my situation and help me come up with the solution instead of here's the solution, we need to do it this way. So that's the closest to therapy in our communities. With our elders, don't give us options. They tell us what we need to do, and that should fix the problem. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
And you can use it in conjunction with each other, right?
Mhm.
You can both seek the elders and go to therapy, or you can bring elders to therapy. I don't know about that, but it's a possibility.
That'll be
I mean,
interesting.
it's just a way to process whatever's best for you so that things would get better for you. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think it would be very interesting to, say, here, I'm trying to, for example, you want to talk to your dad because you and your dad don't get along.
Mm-hmm.
You guys go to the elders and to your uncles, and things still favor your dad, or they're very rigid on how they want to help you. They want you to follow their way. If that's not working out for you, you're right. Try to combine both and just say, well, why don't we all go to do some family therapy or family counseling, and we'll see how that turns out. It'll be very interesting. I can't predict how it will turn out, but I can never predict any of my family sessions and how they're going to turn out. It's just whatever happens, happens. But most of the time, when those situations happen, where Hmong families are introduced to family counseling for the very first time, my experience has been it's always been very powerful.
Oh, yeah.
Whether they didn't like it or not, there are things that are said in that session where it opens up people's eyes and say, oh wow, I never thought you felt like that, or never knew this about how you felt, about me, this is the situation. So combine both, and that can be helpful too.
Yeah.
So that's it for today. We will do another video shortly here, and if you haven't done so, subscribe to our channel. There's a button around our screen here somewhere that says subscribe. Just click on it, and then whenever we have a new video posted about therapy or about some of the issues that we're going to talk about, believe me, we're going to be talking about a lot of great and
Very interesting.
very sensitive issues about Hmong community and what's going on in our community, and I guess more focus on what's going on in our families. So I know a lot of you will be able to relate to that, so please subscribe so when we have these videos, you can watch them and provide us with feedback, comments. I'll speak for myself here. I'm not the smartest guy on the earth, and I'm not the expert about, the one expert on Hmong families. And if you are, maybe you know something I don't know, or maybe I missed something that you caught, feel free to give me feedback, and that's how I'm going to grow as a professional.
And we can provide the support and the help for you out there.
Now, if you are a mental health professional working with the Hmong community, whether you're Hmong or not, feel free to contact us, and maybe one day we'll have you on the show so you can, share with the world about your experience working with the Hmong community, and it'll be very beneficial to the Hmong folks and people who are not Hmong that's interested in the Hmong community.
So hopefully this session was beneficial for you, and that you found this information to be helpful in your process of either finding a therapy or just finding out more information about therapy and the Hmong community in general. So if there are anything that we missed, or if there are anything that could be more helpful, more specific for you, just contact us via this page and comment. So we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.